So, Steve, you're coming to the business end of your first season in the Betfred Super League. What's your honest appraisal of the Warrington Wolves in 2018 so far?
Yeah, it's as you said, it's the business end of the season. Really proud of the guys to date on how they've gone about their business. To make a Challenge Cup final. Top four at present. So it's exciting times for the club. Still got 3 more weeks to go before the semi-finals, and it's important that we keep building into the game what we feel will do the job business end of the season.
Obviously, last season was disappointing for the club, and obviously you weren't involved, but did it feel like a bit of a rebuilding job when you came in, or was it a completely clean slate for the club as a whole?
Yeah, I can't control what happened last year. This is a fantastic club with a lot of good people, and we come here and we changed a fair few things systematically, and all people involved, and especially the players, deserve a special mention in how they've adapted and bought into that. So yeah, it's a good place to be. The boys are happy, enjoying their footy, and looking forward to the challenge against Wigan on Friday night.
And how much of a contrast or a different or similar has this been for you to your NRL experience?
It's been a great experience, for myself, my family, and also coming to a new club, new country, and I've really enjoyed the experience to date. And as I said, it's a great club to be at, Warrington Wolves, and we've still got a few more big games to come business into the season.
Obviously the games, as you said, they're all big games coming thick and fast now. Friday night away to Wigan could be a dress rehearsal for a semi-final or a grand final. How much does that play into your mind?
Yeah, we don't talk like that and look too far ahead here. It's more about the moment, the present, and that's this Friday against Wigan, against a quality football team, and being a quality club for I'm not quite sure how long, for a lot of years, and we're expecting a tough challenge. All Warrington and Wigan games are always tough games. We're 2-2 at present. It's a really good opportunity this Friday for a number of new players to get their opportunity. We've got a few players out, and Lewis Johnson from our academy makes his debut this weekend, which is quite exciting.
And obviously disappointing Challenge Cup final, but you must be really pleased with the way that the team have responded since as you build towards the semis. Is that testament to the kind of culture of the group?
Yeah, it's a testament to all the players and all the staff who they're extremely hard working, and it's been a pleasure to come to work, and all the players come in with a smile on their face. They crack in, they work hard and enjoy their rugby, and that's really important.
And in terms of kind of, I suppose, looking towards the end of this season and building into the long-term vision that you must have for the club, the fact that you've been able to replace, say, the outgoing Tyrone Roberts before the end of the season, how much does that kind of having that consistency benefit you as a coach to know that you've got that constant development with the team?
Yeah, it's really important that players want to come and play for Warrington. That's the attraction which this great club has. They've attracted a lot of really good players over a number of years, and we're very fortunate to get Blake Austin next year. Is going to be a fantastic acquisition. But in saying that, of late, Tyrone Roberts has been doing a really good job of late, and I know he's excited for the bigger games coming up.
And as those big games come, obviously Warrington's record in semi-finals and grand finals over the last few years hasn't been perhaps what they'd want. Does that feel like a monkey on the back of the team, or is it something that you're not trying to think about?
Yeah, it's not something we focus. We can't control what's happened in the past. It's done. All we can really focus on is this weekend against Wigan, and then we'll bowl on to the following week after that. So that's all our main concern is at the present.
If you were to make it to the grand final, the Challenge Cup final at Wembley and the grand final at Old Trafford's not bad for your first year, is it?
You put that on me in a couple of weeks' time. So we're not focused on that bigger picture at present, to be honest. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's just more about this week now.
Yeah, but obviously with your top 4 spot confirmed, how do you use the next 3 weeks? Is it about building momentum and building some kind of a good run of form going into it, or are you trying to keep players rested and fresh, or how do you find that balance?
Yeah, it's really important that you do get that balance right, and if there's any players who this time of year got a few niggles and busted. It's important that we rest them and get them right. But in saying that too, you still want to build confidence and bowl into the semi-finals with good footy under your belt, which is really important.
And in terms of, the supporter base here at Warrington, there's not, even in the NRL, there's not many supporter bases that are as kind of travel as well, or as vocal, or have as much energy as they do across this league. That must be a real boost for you guys.
Yeah, it is. All the players and everyone involved in the club are very appreciative of our fan base. We feel that we have the best supporters in Super League, and it just showed in the semi-final down at Macklin Stadium, and the way the numbers we had down at Wembley, and our supporters here at Halliwell Jones. They love their footy, and as a club we're very appreciative of what they do and getting behind our playing group.
And having been based in Australia pretty much for your entire career up until now, how have you had to adapt as a coach this season to the style of football that's played in the Super League?
Yeah, it is a totally different style of play, you could say at times, but I'm very fortunate. I've got really good men around me and a good senior playing group, and led by Chris Hill and Kev Brown, Steph Ratchford, Daz Clark, and so it has been an easy transition. And as we're built through the season, I'm sure that the true believers have seen a certain style through different parts of the game.
And you spoke about those kind of experienced players in there. You've also got some really good young players coming through the team. Is that a balancing act as well, finding that kind of mix between youth and experience?
Oh, that's what winning teams do produce. They have a really good mix of senior players, and in saying that, a good abundance of young players coming through, and that's really important that you have a transitional phase building up to that medium phase for when older players do depart. So we feel that we're building towards that, and then the next block is to get your scholarships and your academy players becoming first team players through our community system.
But you must be really pleased as well with the way that the recruitment's worked across the year. Players like Ben Murdoch-Masila and Josh Charnley have really added to the group. Yeah,
we have. It's it's a special mention to Simon Miranda, our owner, and Chief Executive Carl Fitzpatrick, to be able to give us those resources. But in saying that, our big focus now is to bring more players through our local community clubs, our 7 community clubs, and brought Pete Riding in for the head of youth, the head of recruitment, and now Bluey Anderson, Paul Anderson as our under-19s coach, and hopefully in the next 2 to 3 years you're going to see a lot more of our local community players come on and become first team players with Warrington Wolves.
And is that a process that you're a kind of part of in terms of developing that pathway and making sure that there is that stream of players?
Yeah, certainly. Very passionate about bringing more players through Warrington. I'm very driven to be able to do that, and we're set up at an academy now where I'd like to think that in 2-3 years' time that we're going to get a bunch of kids coming through.
Obviously, moving over here, and I know from conversation we've had with Justin that sort of known him and Justin from the NRL. How much did Justin influence you or give you any advice when you were moving over to here?
Oh no, it's all pretty mutual respect. We've known each other for a long time, since we were 4 or 5 years of age, and played under the sevens together. But Justin's got a job to do at St Helens, and I've got a job to do here at Warrington. So we catch up a number of times. He's a good man. He's doing a great job at St Helens, and when we do catch up, it's just more about it's not general talk about rugby league. It's more just about friendship chat. So what he does at St Helens, I do at Warrington. We sort of keep that separate, and we punch on when we play each other.
What's it been like moving to Warrington?
Yeah, it's been an easy transition. It's a great town, great people. They're passionate about their footy, about their rugby, and I've loved every minute of it.